Air way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with Pimps Over Simps. Church. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play.
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, man.
What's good? What's good? Back again, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't stop it. Don't stop, man. I know y'all miss me
Don't stop it.
Friday.
Don't quit. Yeah, man.
Getting Moti pulled out, man. Hey.
Yeah. It is what it is, man.
Leave the dentist, get right back to it. Still bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. What's good, man? What's the word?
Can't call it, might spoil it, man.
Don't spoil it. Don't do that. Don't spoil it. Please, don't spoil
it. Yeah, man. What's the deal, man? Who in the chat? Hey, man, Doctor, Lil J.
What's good? What's good, man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's good?
Yes, sir. They rolling, man. All the faithful. Love y'all, man. They be showing love. Appreciate that.
Without a doubt. Yeah, man.
So today, what's up?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. What we doing today?
So today, I wanted to talk about one of my business ventures. My clothing brand, my first clothing brand, Kenny Live Collections.
Okay.
Just to get some back information. I always promote my brands and my business, but I don't ever y'all don't know the story behind it. And it's every brand, every business has a story, has a startup journey before they got to their success. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I push heavy, and I'm always gonna push that on this channel is entrepreneurship. That's something I'm always gonna push, because everybody is an entrepreneur, whether you know it or not. I don't think I met anybody personally that didn't, at least hustle. It ain't gotta be illegal, it could be legal, whatever. You selling food, you selling clothes, you selling CD. I used to sell CDs, DVDs, you know what I'm saying? So I always been a hustler, I always been an entrepreneur. I just didn't take the time to learn the back office part of it, the actual business side of it. And I think a lot of us run from that because we not familiar with that. I said this before on another live we did, but we don't. I think this is it's a nation problem. It's not just like a cultural problem. I think as a nation of people, I don't know. It's they're saying that if you want to hide something from melanated individual, you put it in a book,
Dre
and
said that this morning.
it's sad to say, but it's
Yeah,
true though.
yeah,
It's true.
yeah,
As much as we don't like to hear it, I mean, it's facts. And I dealt with it personally, too many damn times. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know how many people I've literally given the tools to their salvation, and they don't even try to stick it in the hole to see if the key worked. You know what I'm saying? Unlock the door.
yeah, yeah,
And also sometimes I give you the keys to your salvation, but the whole time you don't even need a key. The door ain't even fucking locked.
yeah,
So I'm giving you the key. I know you don't need the key, but in your mind you still thinking you need the key. So I'm gonna give you a key, but you don't need it. But you'll figure that if you take the initiative to actually put the key in the hole and see if that motherfucker locked, see if you can get in there, you'll never know.
yeah. But you gave a real good example in the intro, the one that you say you don't like, the slow one, man. When you talking about the resources in Africa being right under their feet, but they don't know what those resources are. It's a lot of that. You know.
I wouldn't even give them that excuse, because I think they know what the resources are. They just don't.
The capability, it's full capability. I don't know.
They don't want to
Like,
do the work. That's what it is. They lazy. They don't want to do the work.
what do you mean? Who? I think they do, because they working in the mines. They doing all the hard work.
But right, they working in the mines, but they ain't working for themselves in the mines.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same foreign occupiers is here, the same foreign occupiers is over there, and that's who's capitalizing. They not capitalizing. How is a foreign occupier coming into your land and your country, right, and extracting resources, and have you doing the labor? And I've seen it too many times. Like matter of fact, the clip you played on one of the lives when I was in DR and I was talking about the war, how they was selling chicken and watermelon. They had Dominicans selling even the chicken spot I went to. Most of the establishments over there that I went to that was in the hood, the trenches, is Dominicans doing the work, right? The labor part of it, but the business owners, right, are Asian. So I know that's why I used in the intro, that's why I used China as an example, because I see it a lot. I see it a lot here in the States and in other countries. They got a big presence in Africa, Jamaica, everywhere. So any industry or any economy where they can capitalize, they're in it. They're gonna weasel their way in some way or another. So I'm not, and this is what I want everybody to understand. I'm not hating. I'm not mad. The game is the game. You either gonna play it or you're gonna get played, right? Or don't play at all.
Yeah.
So in business, once you understand trade, right? International trade. And this is why I focus on international commerce and international trade, because that's where the money's at. We trying to get money here within the infrastructure or the economy that's here, but it's difficult to do that. Why do you think all these big Fortune 500 companies and big businesses, these big corporations, why do you think they're outsourcing all of their labor? Their labor force is foreign. They don't have fact. Nobody wants fact. That's why Trump's trying to bring the industry back to the States. Now we eat, right?
Yeah.
Because now you got to hire us. You got to hire an American. You got to pay me an honest wage that I can live on. You see what I'm saying? So instead of all that extra bread going to the executives, right, the board of directors, all these people, so they can go to Bora Bora, or take a trip to wherever, get a bonus at the end of the year. That money could be going back into the company, back into your employees, which is going to do what? Help scale your business. Because your employees that is your business. People can't. I don't understand. I don't work to so many jobs, bro, and to the point where I'm telling management. Now, mind you, I'm a laborer. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole, but I'm telling the capstone how to run his pyramid.
Yeah.
This your structure. This your business. The things that I'm telling you, you should already know.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Now, if you look, I'm happy you paused it right there. Now, what do you see?
Watermelon.
Yeah, other than the water. Typical nigga. I see that melon. Not the watermelon, nigga. That's the watermelon. But look, you see a Dominican, right? Doing the labor. You see him right there. That's the one who was doing everything, who was making it, you know, the transaction with me and everything. But it's Asian. You see the Asian guy there, and it's an Asian lady. That's their business. That's their establishment in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So why? This is what I say. Why do you see that? No matter where you go, you'll see the indigenous aboriginals of that land working for foreigners in their country. And there's no excuse for it. This is my perspective on it. Is the Asians aren't doing, if the Asians can come to your country and capitalize, right? Hop right into your economy and start making money. Why can't you? You were born here, you're a citizen, you're a national. Why can't you start your own business? Why can't you be selling chicken and watermelon and have the Asians working for you? Because that's how it's supposed to be. Now, if you're in Asia, right, it would make sense for you to be working for Asians because you're in Asia.
Yeah.
Right? Or you're in China or Korea or wherever you at, right? Now, if you go over there and you establish a business, like you don't really see it. Do you see it? Yes. But usually you see it the other way around. And if you notice, they always in the hood. If you look at that video, I'm in the trenches. That's the trenches. That's not the look at the, you understand what I'm saying? Same thing here. They get the laundromats, they get the carry-outs, they get the, you know, the massage parlors, you know, with happy endings, whatever. This is because that's where the money is.
How many y'all in the Midwest was raised off the Chinaman? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
The Chinaman is in every hood. That's
every
where
hood.
They post up. That's where they post up at.
Because that's where and I'm gonna explain to you why. It ain't just them, the East, all the foreigners. Why do they come to the hood? Because they understand that this is our land. We don't know who we are, right? We lost. We're broken mentally, right? And we don't understand how an economy works, right? We don't understand how business works.
Now that you saying it, it seems no different than Africa. Like they come in.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. They do it in every country. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
They go to where the impoverished are. Why do you have a hood? Think about it. And I said this before on another live. Me being in the trenches, I be in every hood, everywhere I go, I'm in the hood. So whether I'm in Baltimore, whether I'm in DC, whether I'm in Philly, whether I'm in because Kensington off the fucking hook. Anybody been to Philly, you know about Kensington. Kensington is like a third world country in the States. Texas. I was finding the hoods in Texas when I was down in San Antonio. I always, because that's where my people at. So I noticed it's similar, and I'm like, damn, this is too prevalent for it to just be a coincidence, right? This is orchestrated, this is planned. So, but think about it. If you think about the hood, right? What did the hoods even exist? The projects exist because of what? The Welfare Act, right? The stipulations was a woman cannot have a man in the household, right? Because what is the point of me taking care of you and your children if you got a man? So in order for you to get the benefits from the state or the federal government, can't no man be in the house? Why? Because a man provides what? Structure and discipline. No, you can't buy that fucking bag. No, you ain't ordering out tonight. Get your ass in that kitchen to fucking cook. You got food in the refrigerator and the freezer. Why the fuck would we waste money eating out? No, you can't go on that trip. No, you can't. No, that children. No, he can't have that toy. You know. So there's structure and discipline when there's a man, not just an adult male, a man present, a masculine, dominant, assertive man in the household. If you from my generation, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, mama might try him every now and then just to see if let me see if he's still that man I married. Yes, motherfucker, I'm still him.
Oh, okay. All right.
He ain't going for the bullshit. Yeah. So we got to remove him. So now we can come in and we can direct this household and to where it will benefit us. So now your sons will come work for us, whether in our corporations, our businesses, or whether in our institutions. Either way, it benefits us. The woman is going to give us all her money, right? And she's going to produce more consumers or more product, which is what? More bastard children that don't have a father or know who their father is, so they're not getting that structure and discipline, which means what? They're easily manipulated or can be put on our program. It's the what you gonna call COINTELPRO, whatever. It's systematic. What MK? Hold on. MK said, what did he say? I like that. He said systematic demise, calculated oppression, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, mic check. Switching this mic around, man. Get out here, man.
Bad doctor talking about.
All right.
He said, not Detroit, Mexican town across Michigan Ave. No Chinatown here. Niggas in Mexico, Arabs, hands down. And the mad doctor, the doctor, I want to talk about that too. How the fuck do you got a Chinatown? And I said this shit from a child, bro. Chinatown, they got a Chinatown in DC, right? It might be one in Baltimore too, I'm not sure. But I know for a fact it's one in DC, right? And it's somewhere else I went and they had a fucking Chinatown. Now, how do you have a Chinatown, right? A community, right? Of a foreign state or foreign community within another jurisdiction. They got their own shit here, and we from here. This our shit, and we're do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the DR situation, I noticed that I'm like, damn. And so this is what they do, and that's why I say China, bro, is really fuck what everybody's saying. I'm going off what I'm seeing my whole life. China's winning. Now they losing now. You know, it's over for everybody now because we waking up. They should have never gave you niggas internet. You laughing, but I'm serious. They should have never gave you niggas internet. That's where they fucked up at. When they gave niggas internet, and especially social media, it was a wrap. Because now information that you would have to go to certain religious groups or certain organizations or certain fraternal orders that you would have to join or be a part of to get this information. You could just go on you can ask ChatGPT, or you can go Google, or you can watch a YouTube video and have all your questions answered, get all this information in one fucking video. So it's over. And now anybody can do this. Anybody can set up an account, social media account on any one of these social media platforms and start talking they shit about whatever the fuck they choose to talk about. They can try to stop it all they want, but you can't. It's too many people. Everybody's hip now. So we at the point now in 2025 where if you don't know, if you don't at least understand that this shit is fucked up and this is not the way we supposed to be living, and you still thinking that this shit is real, that this shit ain't a fucking artificial form of reality, then ain't no hope for you. If you still think that God, your creator, created you to get up and go to work till you old enough to retire and die, if you think that's what you were created for, bro, you lost. I don't think there's no hope for you because there's too much information out here now. That's why I say we our generation, bro, we kind of like more equipped for this shit than any other generation. Because you gotta think we because we in the middle. So we grew up in an era where we've seen every single
like
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, right?
Oh, hell yeah, bro, Chacho. Y'all won't even know we're here. Like, for real. That's on my mama and my baby mama.
Boy, this is...
You guys are, like, chill, right?
Oh, hell yeah, bro, Chacho. Y'all won't even know we're here. Like, for real. That's on my mama and my baby mama.
Hey, man, this AI shit crazy, bro. But also, now seeing that clip, that's I'm assuming the conquistadors, right? Spaniards.
The Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the conquistadors. And so those aren't the real Indian, what they call Indians, because that was us, our ancestors. What you see in that video is a mongrel.
Uh-huh.
Or a Siberian, right? Do your homework. the Siberians came down and all right, for instance, think about back in the old westerns, our generation, our old heads, they were like watching John Wayne and what's the other one? John Wayne and Clint Eastwood and all them type movies, right? Them Western movies. If you notice that when they show like
we was talking about them earlier.
Yeah. And but they had a lot of Chinese in them old westerns.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. They had a big imprint on the West Coast, man.
Yo, big. They built the railroad. They were a large reason for the railroad expansions and a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But they were the slave class or the worker class.
Yep.
They didn't own shit.
Series I gotta watch, man. Bruce Lee type series, man. I forgot the name of it. I gotta find it to watch. I ain't got time to watch nothing, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, Tony. Tony said once the 80 baby's gone, it's a wrap. Because we are the last generation that remembers when shit was real. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. Go ahead. Keep going. That's messed up though.
But it's reality, bro. Because it's like the ones that are all right. Now I ain't gonna say it's no hope for the ones that came after us, because I've met a lot of youngins that they hit, bro. A lot, like I said, a lot of this shit that I'm learning, or over the years I've learned, they've been through this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They 18, 19, years old, and they already on this shit. Why? Because they have access to resources that we didn't have when we was their age, right? Was the internet out when I was in my teens? Yeah, but it wasn't as easy to find information then as it is now, right? Cell phone shit like that. No, you had to have a computer, and they was expensive as fuck. Internet was expensive. You know what I mean? So, your resources was limited back then. So the libraries was still a big thing. I stayed at the library, the public library, and it's free. Shit, I stayed up that motherfucker. Where we used the internet, the computers, to read books, not rent. What you call it when you get borrow books and shit? Like, I was always at the library, and I hated to read. That was the thing. I hated reading, but I loved learning. I loved, finding answers to shit. Because if it's something that I can't go to my parents or somebody else, I got to figure it out on my own. I've always been that way. I'm not going to shit. My parents can tell you the best. Oh, he don't listen to shit. It's like, no, I listen, but if it don't make sense to me, I'm not going to just go, oh, okay, well, you said that's what it is, so I'm going to just go, fuck no. Hell no. You can beat me, you can punish me, you can do whatever the fuck you can kill me. I'm not fucking, no. No. If it don't make sense, I'm not subscribing to it. Period.
Yeah.
And everybody's supposed to move that way. Because you know what that is? That's your God-given common fucking sense. That's why it's called common sense, because everybody has it. Does everybody use it? Fuck no. But everybody has common sense.
Yeah.
I'm getting off topic. But we talking about industry anyway. But anyway, my goal, I wanted to talk today about Candy Live Collections. That's my clothing brand, and how that came to fruition, right? Now, I'm trying to think how far back. So I'm gonna go back to childhood, right? When I was young, I've always been into like fashion, not in the aspect of like, that weird shit, but just like putting that shit on, basically. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to stand out and be different. If everybody else wearing Jordans, I don't want to wear Jordans. If everybody else wearing first down coats, I don't want no fucking first down coat. If everybody else wearing North Face, I don't want no fucking North Face. Everybody wearing EBs, Eddie Bowers, I don't want that. I want it wasn't always like this. I was caught up in that shit too. But after a while, I'm like, this shit is corny. And I think when I had that epiphany, I don't know if you remember, I think you a couple years older than me, but I think I was in high school. I can't remember it might have been my freshman. It was either freshman year or sophomore year. They came out with those. So this had to be like 2000, the early 2000s, like probably like 01 or 02 or some shit like that. But they came out with they dropped the bread 11s. And you would have thought it was Spirit Week. Every fucking body in that school, staff included, had them fucking shoes on. It looked like a Pyru fucking school. You hear me? It wasn't nothing but red and black in that whole goddamn school. I think I was the only person that didn't have those shoes. Me and the fucking nurse. Me and the nurse and the principal. I think we were the only ones that had them fucking shoes on that day. They had just dropped that Saturday. That Monday, everybody had them motherfuckers on. And I'm just looking around the school like, this lame as fuck. This is some goofy ass shit. Like, how do you feel like you the shit or feel special because you got some fucking shoes that cost $20 to make on your fucking feet, and you paid $100 and something, $200 for, and everybody got them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got them. So you know what I did that day? I said, aha, that's a market. Everybody's got these. So if they are so fanatic about these shoes, I'm in the shoes. I like shoes. I just can't afford them. My parents ain't getting them for me. So I need to make the money to be able to afford these shoes. So you know what I started doing? I started making shirts.
Yeah.
You got to match, right? So I would make the shirt. So I would look up, I would go on, I forgot the website, but it would give you like all the information or like the for the whole year, all the drops and releases for the whole year. And I would just write down, so I knew what shoes was popular in my area, right? The DMV area. I know what shoes niggas wear, what they like, which ones niggas want cop. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make designs, right? The shirt designs, shoe designs for shirts. So I would have a shoe and then maybe like, you know, a Jumpman, whatever. I would just make little, you know, designs and shit around the shoe. And then I had a little app, I think it was called T-Shirt Factory or some shit. I spent like $30, $40 at Walmart. I got the transfer paper. Went to had the spot that sold the wholesale T-shirts, got some T-shirts and started printing up T-shirts. And people was buying them. Oh, that's hot. Damn, that's tight. Why? Because ain't nobody else got it.
Yeah.
Everybody else wearing, you know, a Nike shirt or whatever the fuck, whatever's popular at the time, you know, just to match their shoes. Well, I got the shirt that go with your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's tight. Damn. So I was killing. I was selling $10.
Yeah.
Then I went from 10, I think, to like 15 or 20 or some shit like that, killing them. That's how I bought my first, I think, legit pair of fucking shoes. Before that, I think my first pair of Jordans, I stole from somebody. So, like, it ain't funny. It ain't funny because I feel bad about this shit now. Like, and if I ever see that nigga, if he listening to this, bro, I'm sorry. I was young and dumb and just, I was lost. I was lost because, you know, preying on the weak.
Yeah, man, them starter jackets and all of that.
Yeah, all that shit, man. But that's how it started. So then fast forward, I started doing like, you know, the fabric paint. You know, that was a big thing. Shout out to my man, what's his name? Damn, I can't even think of his name. But he had a brand called Aja Amani. Now he's still making clothes and stuff, but I don't know if he's still under that banner or that entity name. But you know, he does art, he draws, he paints everything, but he does the fabric paint stuff on the clothes. And shit is hot, you know. And I'm like, damn, that's tight. So, you know, I started, I'm like, yeah, that's cheap. The fabric paint is cheap. The church is cheap. That's an easy, and it's easier route. I ain't gotta have the heat transfer or the iron on, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be fucking up transfers and wasting shirts and shit. So I started with that. I started with headbands. I would do the headbands with the shirt to match. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been into fashion, but it's not the aspect of fashion that the average person would think when you say, oh yeah, I've been into fashion. You're thinking, you know, on some Matt Gayla type shit. Fuck no, I ain't on that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a city nigga, so it's always gonna have that city cultural go type, you know, vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
You know, city niggas.
Man.
Yeah, we like colors. You know what I'm saying? Colors, bright neon colors, and just, you know what I'm saying, that fly shit. And niggas don't want to give DC their credit.
My ADHD kicking in or whatever the case may be, man. Hey, y'all in that, I want to say it's Baltimore, not necessarily DC. Y'all wear them ring socks or whatever, you know, pulling them socks up and them colorful socks and stuff like that. Man, that's something you need to capitalize on, man. That's hard to find.
Said the colorful socks.
Yeah, man, them boys used to be wearing them socks pulled up, colorful. You know what I'm saying?
Something like the slouch socks.
I don't know what they call, man. But then you got the ring ones with the 3 rings on them. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, they're like the soccer socks.
Hey, them bad boys hard, man. Bring them back. You can switch the colors up on them. Had a Jamaican colors on them, the African colors, 3 rings. Man, that's hard, man. The Brazilian colors, man. All of that.
But I'm sorry, man. I went left, man.
You threw me out. I'm still now. I'm trying to think about what the hell. I'm like, he gotta be talking about them soccer socks. I think I know what you're talking
Let me
about.
see if I'm gonna look it up and see if I can bring it up. Keep going, man. I'm gonna look it up. My bad, man.
What was that? What
I'm
was
sorry,
that?
y'all.
Oh, the paint, the shirt. Okay, so it went from that to kind of me just running the streets and really not really fucking around with the clothing thing. And fast forward years, decades later, in my 30s, got a family now. I was living in a bando at the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So with my whole family and my cousin and his family, you know what I'm saying? We was thugging it for real, Slim. So I was working as I was driving school buses, and 2019, I think February 2019 is when they closed schools down because of coronavirus. And so everybody's at home. Everybody collecting unemployment, everybody at home. I done fixed everything that was broke. I done fixed shit that ain't broke. I done, pretty much all the shit that I've been putting off that I wanted to do, I done that. So now I'm just sitting around, bored, spending money I don't need to spend, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck? So I'm making plays, I'm making moves, so I got a little bread, right? So I'm like, damn, I need to invest this shit, man. I ain't trying to blow this little bag. Like, how can I flip this shit? So I don't know. I just had an epiphany. Well, I'm lying, because my first business was actually my pressure washing business, right?
Yeah.
And that got started just from me getting a pressure washer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching pressure washing videos like on some ASMR type shit. I just like seeing shit that's filthy dirty get clean. It's like, it amazes me. Like, damn, I didn't know you could do that with pressure washing. So I ended up buying one. I ended up cleaning the house, the driveway, and I'm like, wow. So the neighbor was like, damn, oh my God, the driveway's, oh my God, could you do mine? And I'm like, well, yeah, so, and I wasn't even thinking about, making it a hustle or a business. So I did hers, and then, another neighbor was like, and then I did my parents' house, right? And then a neighbor was like, oh yeah, damn, you can do mine. I'm like, you know what? I can make a business out of this shit. So I'm like, yeah. So I started, doing some research and, really taking it serious and learning the industry, learning the trade, and end up getting a commercial pressure washer, and all the equipment and stuff. End up getting a truck, and I started my business. Now, so I'm doing that. Mind you, I ain't at work, right? But I'm still getting my unemployment check. I'm making money from the pressure washing. So on my downtime, I'm just like, man, I'm gonna fuck around with this clothes thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing the brands that's coming up, and I'm like, man, this shit basic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And niggas paying $50, $60, $100 for fucking hoodies and t-shirts and shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Supreme is really the one that like made me be like, yeah, I'm about to do this shit. Cause I couldn't believe. I'm like, bro, who the fuck? Niggas was paying, I think it was like $90. And then I think it ended up going up more than that, but it was like $90 for a white tee to just say Supreme, small as shit, on the chest. And everybody going crazy over it. And I'm like, what the fuck is so special about this shit? It's a basic ass logo, but I didn't understand branding yet, right? So I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm about to start making my shit. And that's how I started making it. I made a couple logos. And actually, it was Kenna-Live treats. Cause I was making edible
what?
Treats.
Okay.
I was making edibles.
Man, that'd be dope for some edibles.
Yeah. So I started with that, right? And then I'm like, well, shit, I can make, t-shirts, to as like merch for the, and I'm like, well, shit, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well go ahead and do a clothing brand. So I always wanted it to be like a themed brand. Like, I don't want to just have clothes, right? I want it to be like themed.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's why I came up with Kenna-Live Collections. It's a stoner brand. It's based around, basically it's collections of brand. I mean, it's a collection of, it's a lifestyle collection, right? Of stoners. So I like the Bike Life collection, right? You got people that like to ride bikes, whether in the streets or on dirt, whatever. That's their thing. That's their passion. But they also smokers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you got people, let's say, what's another one? the South Beach collection, right? So that's just South Beach. So you think Miami, you think Loud Colors, linen, just the certain vibe that comes along with that lifestyle or that trend or whatever. I got logos for that, and they like to smoke. You know what I'm saying? For the stoners, they like to do that. So basically, you got stoners that live all different types of lifestyles, right? But they smoke. So that's why I wanted to incorporate that in, or like Osaka. Damn, what is the collection? I don't even remember. I got so many damn collections. I think it's Osaka Bin Laden collection. That's based off, Osaka, Japan, so it has that theme and that feel, but it's stoner related, right? So I don't care what you doing in life, right? What your passion is, or whatever industry you're in, or whatever. If you smoke, you'll fuck with the brand, right? It's laid back, it's chill, the fit of the garments, the feel, the cotton, it's comb cotton, like it's, my whole goal was to make shit that you can wear anywhere. So whether you're going to work, whether you just chilling, lounging around the house, you know what I'm saying? But you can still let it be known, yeah, this is me, this is what I do. I just want to smoke my tree and get money. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not fucking with nobody, ain't bothering nobody. I'm smoking and I'm living my best life. Now that it's become popularized, right? Because I'm OG with this shit. It wasn't popular about 5-10 years ago. It was like, ew, you smell, ew, you're probably a criminal, you're a thug, and this and that. Now you got goofy ass motherfuckers. Like I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but I got family members who ain't never fucking smoked. These same motherfuckers and other little young niggas. You smoke, yeah, and now they burnt the fuck out.
Yeah.
Or now they trying to get high and do edibles and all this other shit, and it's like, you corny as fuck to me. Because you the same motherfucker that when it wasn't popular and wasn't cool, you was down in the shit. But now that it's being popularized and it's legal now, and it's being popularized and being pushed, right? So the federal government can make money. Now it's okay. Now you want to do it. Now like, bro, going to the dispensary and hearing the motherfucker be like, oh, so what specials do you have? Oh, well, we have this and that, and it is high in the terpentines and the mezzanines and gilligleens, and I don't give a fuck about all that shit. Am I gonna get high? Fuck all you talking. Like I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. That's like, I ain't no fiend, but that's like that. That's like a dope fiend going to get some fucking methadones or some perks or some shit, and they like, oh, well, see, it has this percentage of that. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about all that shit. Is it gonna get me where I'm trying to go?
Yeah.
That's it. All the extra shit, it's just like going to a car dealership. I need a car. Oh, well, we have this. It's a 2025, and it has automatic seat belts and the radio, and the car drives and stuff. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about all that shit. That's the extras. That's what you trying to sell me. Fuck that. Is it gonna get me from point A to point B?
Yeah.
That's what I'm concerned with. Fuck all the extra shit. That's for the dumb motherfuckers. Ooh. Oh, what does it have? Oh, yeah, well, let me try that. Oh, well, that's $50 for an eighth. God damn, $50 for a fucking eighth for some fucking Reggie Bush? Are you fucking nuts? And they be buying it like hotcakes. So peep game though. And I'm kind of getting off top. I'm gonna get it back to the clothing man. But peep game though. Now, originally I thought about this. Peep game. I told y'all before how they basically made the trap legal. They made the trap legal and they kicked you out the trap.
Yeah.
So they took your trap over. That's all they did. Because if you go to a dispensary, you can't tell me that ain't a legal trap. I broke this shit down for y'all before. You walk in, you got the doorman, that's the security, right? He holding down, make sure ain't nobody running up in there. You got the lady to check your shit, your ID and all that, make sure you straight. All right, you can go ahead in. You got the security door, you got to open up, right? You walk in, you got the other fiends in line waiting to get served. You got the runners running around. You're like, what is the difference? Then you got the business owner. He just sit back in the cut and he just collect his money. You don't know who the fuck these little motherfuckers hustling for.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker at the top, you don't fucking know. You don't know who owned that dispensary. You don't care. You got what you wanted, you out. It's a legal trap. So they cornered the market, which this is what they always do. They did it during Prohibition. They doing it now. with the weed. It's the same thing. Once they started, oh well, shit, we can make more money off of it. Instead of locking them up for having it, smoking it, we can make more money just selling it to them. And you got niggas sitting in jail right now for marijuana charges, and this shit been legal. How you still doing time? This shit been legal for years. Now, it ain't legal in all 50 states, 51, however many states. They keep adding states and shit. But however many states it is, they ain't legalized it all the way, right? Because then you got on the state level, some states don't want, you know what I'm saying? So then it gets, you know. But overall, the only things that are illegal, the only way anything will ever be illegal, and I want y'all to hear me clearly, the only reason anything, it's the difference between lawful and legal. Legal and illegal, right? The only reason that anything is illegal is if Uncle Sam does not get his cut. Period. If Uncle Sam don't get his cut, it's illegal. I'll give you an example. A woman can go out here and sell her pussy on the corner. If the cops see it, she's going to fucking jail. But yet you have an OnlyFans, you can make money all day selling that pussy. Why? Because Uncle Sam get his cut. You can stand out on this corner and sell dope all fucking day long. If the police see you, they locking your black ass the fuck up. But yet you can go to the doctors and get a prescription for methadones, perks, or whatever the fuck else you want legally. Why? Because Uncle Sam is getting his cut. So it don't matter what the fuck you do. You can do it freely as long as he's getting his share. And I'm saying Uncle Sam, but y'all know what the fuck I'm really talking about. I'm talking in code, but read between the lines. We on YouTube. If Uncle Sam ain't getting his cut, oh, it's illegal, it's wrong, you're a piece of shit, you're the scum of the earth, you're a bad person, you're a degenerate, you're a criminal, you're a drug dealer, you're the worst fucking person on the planet. But yet when they do it, it's okay. It's cool. Why? Oh, because it's legal. What's the difference? Like, explain. Am I tripping? I'm a bad person for going out here selling weed on the fucking corner, but yet I could go into a dispensary and it's glorified.
Yeah.
And this is what they do. They make us feel bad about. So it's like, okay, if you do it on your own, you're wrong. But if you do it with us or under us, it's okay and it's good. Because what's the difference between you buying it from me and you going to a doctor, to a pharmacist, or going to
well, you know what it is when you start talking medical. It's a whole deal. They want, you know what I'm saying? You want cocaine, they got cocaine for you. You want some heroin, they got synthetic.
Bruh, they used to put cocaine in the fucking Coca-Colas, my nigga.
Yeah, I know, but check this out. Where does fentanyl come from?
China. China.
Yeah.
That fentanyl ain't nothing new.
No.
Ask your baby mamas. She know about that fentanyl. But she couldn't take them birth pains. They do. What do you think that epidural is?
Yeah, man.
If you look at that bag, anybody about to have a baby soon, when your wife's baby mama, and she laid up, give me the epidural. Some of them, if it ain't their first rodeo, they dog, give it to me off the break. I only one way. Go ahead, give it to me. I already know what to expect. And look at that bag. That ain't saline in that motherfucker. Read that bag. It say right on it. So your baby's not only is she doped up, but guess what? That baby doped up coming out too.
Yeah.
Everybody got to slap your baby on the ass a couple times for him to cry. Why? Because that motherfucker high.
If that man boy breathing.
Hold on. Hit me out. I'm about to fuck your heads up. So that means all of it. I know my mother, I was a C-section baby, but she still had that fent. So all of us done had it in us or done had a little taste. So you might be getting a raw form of it, right? Or a different form of it, right? When you get it off the street. But hey, you done had some Fenty up in you. But I digress. Now back to the clothing brand. I got off topic. Trying to summarize this shit. So long story short, started with the pressure washing business. Then I started making the clothes, right? So it started with just t-shirts and hats at first, right? I would then that was a whole ordeal. And I'm telling y'all this, my whole purpose of telling y'all all this is because I want y'all to understand that I don't care what industry you get in or what business you trying to create or start, you got to do the groundwork, right? And if you don't, you're gonna make the same dumbass mistakes I made. I spent well over $10,000 in just the startup. Now, most if you look at you go on YouTube, or they'll tell you, oh yeah, you need at least 50,000, and you need this and you need that. No, you don't. You start where the fuck you at. Stop listening to other motherfuckers. You don't even know if these niggas is really getting it like they say they do. Oh, you don't know this motherfucker in real life. Oh, you know this motherfucker on social media. I question everything I see online. I think everything is fake online. So a motherfucker telling you because they got the good background, they got the big house in the background, the cars, they got jewelry on. It's probably moistenites, you know. Oh yeah, you know, when I started my brand, you know, I started with t-shirts and hats, and you know, I started with t-shirts, I started with hoodies, and then I did this and that. But you know, you need this amount of money and this and that and this and that. Nigga, that's you. You got niggas like me, bro. I know everybody already. No matter what the fuck I sell, niggas gonna buy it because they fuck with me. You need all these gimmicks, you goofy motherfucker, because you goofy. You was a lame in school. Nobody fuck with you. Got bullied and picked on. Niggas used to take your lunch money, all that shit. You that nigga. So yeah, you need all these aesthetics and all this extra shit. I don't need none of that shit. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, pull that up. Show them where I started. Matter of fact, fuck me talking. I'm gonna show you where the fuck I started at. Mm-hmm. I started in the streets, and I went from the streets to fucking to the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Patapsco Flea Market. Shout out to every fucking motherfucker in there, because they showed me love. Shout out to Baltimore. South Baltimore to be exact. The East, West, don't come for me. Don't fucking come for me. Dummy. Don't come for me, dummy. I love y'all too. But the first motherfuckers to show me love in the city of Baltimore was South Baltimore. Shout out Cherry Hill, Westport, Lansdowne, all my, like, y'all know who y'all are. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. A lot of motherfuckers, and the timing was good too, because of when I started, right? It was during the pandemic, and it was around that time when everybody was getting, so taxes had just hit, everybody had got their taxes back, and we had them stimmies. So even the crackheads had money. Everybody had fucking money, right? So people were a little more prone to spend than normal, right? So they see me, they say, oh damn, this is hot, this fly, oh damn, you black and you got your own, oh shit, damn, oh no, you got official brand, oh shit, look at this, look at the quality, damn, oh this is stitchy, oh this damn, oh. So it got to the point, bro, everybody in that fucking that flea market that was selling fucking clothes or making clothes, whatever, everybody slowly was coming to me because they trying to figure me out. Well, where do you get your stuff from? And I would get them. I would let them know. Most of the people be like, you stupid. Why would you get them your plug? Because I know they not gonna go through the, bro. This is my thing. If you coming to me, I'm looking at what you got. I'm looking at what you said, and I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you. Just like you trying to figure me out, read me. I'm figuring you out. I already know you. Anybody in your fucking face, they in your face for a reason. They want something. Whether it's money, time, attention, resources, information, they want something from you. That's why they're engaging with you. So you're trying to figure out what you can gain from me. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you want from me. Once I figure out what you want from me, now I'm gonna spoon feed your ass. I'm gonna spoon feed you because I'm filling you out just like you filling me out. Are you trying to make this a 50-50? Are you trying to, you know, do good business, whereas you're bringing something of value to me and I'm bringing something of value to you? Are you just trying to get over and use me? Are you just trying to get some information out of me, take it and run with it? What is your angle? Yeah. And a lot of times, to the point now, bro, I don't even play them games. I let you know, look, what do you want? And it throws people off because they're not used to that. Yeah. We mean, what do you want? You're in my face. You're talking to me. Why? Well, I just want it for what? Why? Because if you're up front, I know that you really don't have no ulterior motives. You being honest with me, you up front. Whether you just, look, nigga, I'm just trying to get some information. I can respect that. Versus you trying to play games and shit and fake be a friend and all this other goofy ass shit. Oh yeah, man, you cool, man. I like you, man. Yeah, you know, we should hang out sometime. Nigga, I don't hang out with niggas. What do you want? Yeah. Let me know up front what the fuck you want, and I'll let you know up front whether or not I'm willing to give it to you. So I don't have to waste my time, and you don't have to waste yours. I'm almost 40 years old, bro. I ain't got time for these dumbass games. Everybody here playing. I know I put the work in, and it shows. When you put the work in, it fucking shows.
Yep.
Humble beginnings. Shout out to Chrissy, my road dog. She slapped the shit out of a bitch for me. Baltimore shit, Brooklyn all day. She crazy as shit, but she a rider. She was modeling for me. She would come up to the store and hold it down for me. Like she helped out a lot.
Yeah.
That's my homie. But you see where I started? Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Look at that table. Look at that spread on that fucking table. All that by myself. Just me. One heat press. By myself. In the basement. Sweatshop.
All day.
No shirt on.
Every day.
All day.
All day. By myself.
By myself.
That's who.
Me. That's
me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, you weren't with me shooting in the gym, nigga. You weren't with me in that hot ass room, man, pressing them goddamn shirts. Everything you see on that table, bro, I pressed that shit up myself.
Yeah.
No help. No fucking help. That's my little brother and sister right there, man. They supported a nigga, man. That's my peoples right there. You know what I'm saying? See, I got the banner up there. You know what I'm saying? That came later. You know, I ain't start off like that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing y'all, you know what I'm saying? See my humble beginnings, man. It's Patapsco Flea Market, man. I set that shit up. I'm proud of that shit. This is what I want y'all to do. Stop being scared. Stop being, stop doubting yourself. Stop listening to other motherfuckers. Oh, you ain't gonna never do that. Or you ain't gonna, that. Fuck them. You know who you are and you know what the fuck you capable of. And if you don't, how the fuck you gonna find out if you don't put forth the effort? Scared of what? You scared to fail? The only way you can fail is if you try. If you don't never try, how the fuck can you fail? And the only way you can fail is if you quit. When you stop trying, that's when you fail. You don't fail because you tried it and it didn't go through. No, keep at that shit. I went through hell just to get here, just to get to Patapsco. Went through hell. Told you I spent over $10,000. Dealing with different manufacturers, they finessing me, fucking me over. They don't send no product, don't give me my money back, or sending me some bullshit sample. I'd have been through hell, but I figured all this shit out. I figured it out. And that's why I'm telling y'all today, you don't have to go through the shit I went through. Do it the right way. Do the work. Study, learn the things, learn the industry. Let's say you're trying to start a trucking company or some shit. Nigga, you need to learn the industry. Yeah. Go get your Class A's or Class B's. You go drive.
Yep.
You go work for a company. Go intern. This is what everybody else do. You know what the wealthy people do? They send their children to work as an intern. They don't need the money. It's not about the money. They got money. It's about the experience and the knowledge. It's one thing for me to tell you, but when you physically have done it yourself, now you're knowledgeable. Now you know. Yeah, man. Another couple, they was fucking with me hard. They was gonna model for me. Yeah, we'll model for you. Like people, that's what I'm saying. When you gotta open your mouth. Stop being scared to talk to people. You gotta talk, you gotta be social. How you gonna network if you don't open your fucking mouth?
Yeah.
You know how many social events I've gone to or events where I'm a vendor or whatever at certain events and stuff, and motherfuckers just standing around with the mean mug on their phone the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm out there networking.
They made y'all wear masks.
Yeah, man, that was doing the plan.
They made y'all wear masks, man.
But you see her, she got a mask on. They got masks on. But you see what type of mask they got on.
Yeah, shout out to the South, man. We do our own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you right though, bro. You right, because look, and I think I told this story before. As a matter of fact, I think it was last week. When I went with my cousin to go get that Tundra. And I told you the old white dude in Georgia, he was funny as shit. He's like, I wish a motherfucker would tell me to put the goddamn mask on. I serve my country, I goddamn it, blah, blah, blah. He was going the fuck off, but he right though. In the South, man, they don't play that shit. They ready to die about their Constitution.
Man, hey, oh man, that brought up a story, old school story of mine, man. It's a messed up situation, but it was funny too, man. Like, I was traveling cross country, man. I had to go to the East Coast to pick up my mother, and she was flying in from overseas, man. I had to drive over there and make it back because my pops had passed and I was going to a funeral. I got back, you know what I'm saying, went to the funeral, and then the next morning I had to leave and go to Houston to get my mother to Houston. And I asked my next door neighbor, I'm like, yo, I'm dumb tired, man. Please, I need somebody to ride with me. Just come with me. You ain't gotta bring no money, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Just come. You know what I'm saying? Just help me drive, bro. So we driving. My mother in the car. She got that damn poodle, and my homeboy. And we just leave St. Louis, man. I mean, it's a messed up situation because I'm still, to this day, I still, you know what I'm saying? I got something for him, you know what I'm saying? But man, we driving. We leave St. Louis. We heading to Houston, and we going via through Memphis, West Memphis, that way down there through Louisiana and now, and man, so my mother's in the back, the dog in the damn kennel, and man, I'm in the front, and I fell asleep. I ain't have my seatbelt on, and I look at him. I tell him, I said, "Hey, if you get tired, just pull over. Wake me up or anything. I got you. It ain't that serious. If worst case scenario, we'll get a hotel." This boy fall asleep at the wheel, man. We swerved, blah, wrecked the car, almost died and everything, man. Luckily, everybody was okay. You know what I'm saying? My mother tripping and all that, man. And I'm pissed. So I got, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my head on straight. You know what I'm saying? And figure the situation out. So the car I had a Suburban. The car's still drivable. The windshield gone. It's gone, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of them little metal the wires or whatever that go between the median, from thing, it went straight through the windshield. And I'm talking about, like, bro, it's like maybe a foot away from my face, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm pissed at him. He talking about something was in the road. That's what really even made me even hotter. But anyway, so pull up to this hotel. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning, and they like can't get a room, or if you get a room, you're gonna have to get another. It's almost checkout time, so you'll be paying for a couple of hours. I'm sitting in the lot trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, forget this. So we in West Memphis, so I figure out where I look up the closest airport, and I take my mother to the airport and put her on a plane so she could get to Houston in time. And then so it's just me and my homeboy. I'm talking about A1 hot. We got the hotel and everything, man. And his like all I know like his pops, his father is a notorious gangster. I'm talking about in the books, gangster. If I do anything, man, it's gonna be some repercussions following behind this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And I also know if I tell his pops, he gonna come with that bread. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna go there. So I'm just sitting there, I'm flaming hot. And so we sit in the hotel. I'm like, forget it. I'm fixing to go to the bar, go get something to drink. And I'm telling you this story because it's a lot of stress going on. You dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. Pops dead. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. So we go to this bar. We sitting at the bar, and we get something to drink and stuff like that. I could barely talk to him. I'm so hot. And it's these. And we sit at the bar, and it's a square bar, so you can see the people on the other side of the bar. And it's these essays in there minding their business, not doing nothing. And they just talking to each other. They speaking Spanish and whatnot. And this old man. He had a hole in his neck. You know where they talk? What's that thing where they talking? They sound like a damn robot and shit.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they got the throat cancer. Yeah,
bro, I'm talking about he's
voice box.
Yeah, I'm talking about he's sloppy drunk. and he country than a bad boy. I'm talking about West Memphis, man. Like, you don't anybody know like Memphis country in it a little bit. And man, I'm talking about, man, he walk up to the essays and they minding their business. He say, you know we speak English around this motherfucker. Man, them essays looked at him and they was just blown away, man. They was like, all right, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You had enough. And obviously, I guess he a regular. He be doing that stuff on the regular, man. But that kind of like broke the ice just a little bit, man. Cause like that was one of them things. When you said that, that's the first thing that popped in my head, man. Like that right there, man. Yeah.
But nah, I had to get on the motherfucker last weekend before last.
Yeah.
Actually it was 3 weekends ago when I had my first 2 teeth pulled out that weekend. Was in what was that? Dollar Tree, Dollar General, one of them damn dollar stores. Mm-hmm. And the lady had I ain't gonna put nobody out there, but a person I was with had got upset, about a sale promotion that had ended, but they still had the sign up, right? Yeah. So, they was like, the sign was still up. You know what I mean? It failed when I got the stuff, but it was still up there. They going back and forth. But my whole thing is like good customer service. Customers always right. I'm not about to argue with you. I'd have gave you sale price and just kept it moving. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't that big of a deal. But of course, when you're in the hood, when you're in the black community, they you know how they treat it. So, they left out. So, I was trying to, I think, get some gauze or something for my, my mouth was still bleeding, and she started talking, and I think they were Filipino or something, but whatever. I don't know if they speak Mandarin or what, but they started talking in their native tongue, and I said, "No, don't do that shit. Don't do that. Yeah, whatever you got to say that shit in English." I hate when foreigners do that shit. Like for one, it's disrespectful because you're assuming that I'm ignorant and I don't know your language. For one, you don't have a language that's unlearnable. Like if your dumb ass can learn it, like motherfucking anybody can fucking learn that shit. Yeah, that for one is disrespectful, and then for two, it's even more disrespectful because you're talking shit in your tongue because you're assuming that we don't understand what the fuck you saying. Like they don't have fucking translators now on your fucking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, cause that's what I used in DR. I had the translator, but you got the afterward. You can have the headphones, you know what I'm saying, your earbuds, and it'll translate for you in the earbuds. Yeah. So I play dumb, you know what I'm saying, just to see, cause if you know that I speak it, then you ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be on point. You're gonna watch what you say. Now I want you to speak freely around me. I think I'm dumb and don't know what the fuck you talking about. Cause now I'm gonna know your true intentions. But anyway, she was like, no, cause I said, I understand that. Now I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not saying she's right or wrong, but don't do that shit. I hate when they do that. Don't do that shit around me. You speak English. Yeah. Don't start talking to him because the little guy, he's sitting over there in the chair. I don't know if he's supposed to be security or what. I'm like, don't be talking to him. You speak English. I said, where you from? I said, what you Filipino? Where you from, the Philippines? I said, oh, well, you in a Mexican. I had to check her ass. I ain't no dumbass nigga. I know who the fuck I am, and I know who the fuck you are. Cause goddamn well, shit, not too many generations ago, you'd have got your head chopped off for some shit like that. Even raising your voice at them more. We were known for all that chopping heads. That shit come from us. Guillotines, all that shit come from us. Yeah. Chopping nigga head quick. All that chopping heads, putting on the pitchfork and all that, having it displayed in the city, that was us. They learned that from us. And that's why I be so upset, bro, because it's like the shit that we be letting fly, it's like, bro, it is nowhere in here. Our ancestors rolling in their grave. Like, you let these goofy motherfuckers with all the shit we established and built, and y'all goofy ass motherfuckers gonna just let these. I know they pissed. That's why we going through hell. My life, when I started moving the right way and started researching my nationality and trying to figure out who I am, where I come from, bro, the shit, everything that started coming to me easy. I ain't gotta really do shit. It just happens. Falls into place. That's why I tell people, stop stressing.
Man, Tony M said something that was heavy, man. He said it's left up to the 80s babies, man. That's a lot of weight, man. Cause I can't, man. What?
We could bear it though. We could bear it. It ain't a lot of weight. Collectively, we can hold it up. We can hold it down.
What, man? That's a lot of. That's scary, man.
It ain't scary. It's scary when you don't know the full scope. But see, everything that's happening. This is the Big A. You're living right now in a time period where. That's why I say the 80 babies are different, because we're living. We've lived all of it, bro. We've been through the crack era. We've been through the all of it, bro. All of the shit that we've been through. 9/11. We've been through shit, bro. That's like we don't even think about the shit that we've been through and the stuff that we've experienced, bro. Because we done got like desensitized to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we've it's been a lot that happened for 80s babies up until this point. You talking about 2007 or 8, with the crash, and there's been a lot of stuff that's happened, man, but I don't know, man. I think it's more to come, man, because
it's over. And that's what, but I can't. It's over, bro. And the only reason that you disagree is because you don't know what I know. If I could open my head and pour this shit in yours, you'd be like, holy shit.
Nah, but no, what I'm saying is, like, okay, we talking about drug and street epidemic and all of that other stuff. And we had the longest war America's ever had, in our lifetime. But I don't think we've experienced that depression. I don't think we've experienced that, that world war. I don't think things have come down to a dire need. And that's what I was saying before when we were talking about women and the demasculization of men and the masculization of women. When it comes down to it, let's just say, because right now it's more single women than it was 10 years ago. And 10 years before that is more. Matter of fact, the thing says it's over 51% of women that are single, not in a relationship, and do not have kids. So if we were to go to war, or we were to have that Great Depression, which we haven't experienced yet in our lifetime, then women will be the most vulnerable people in our society.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I mean, because I don't think as a nation, yes, as certain cultures, certain economic classes, or financial classes, whatever you want to put it, yes, the struggle is there. But when it comes 360 for everybody under dire need, I think we'll see a completely different monster, man. That no matter what we've been through, I don't think we are prepared or ready for it, especially with technology.
I'm gonna say this, but to that, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that there will come a time when all industry will come to a halt.
Yeah.
And when it starts back up, it will be in the favor of the Moors. Now, notice I said Moors. So if you don't know that you're a Moor, it's no way that can benefit you. So yes, and what you're saying, you're absolutely correct. And that's why I keep saying, if you don't know that it's land, when they say land ahoy, if you don't know that it's land within swimming distance, and the ship that you're on is sinking, and you don't know that you can swim the fucking shore, when everybody else is already over there just screaming, hey, it's always safe over here, come on, just swim, and you just there, I don't know what to do. You going down with the ship.
What's the picture? What's the story behind that picture on the screen?
Okay, so I'm gonna start. Let me go back. All right, so started humble beginnings, Patasco, flea market.
Now we here.
Then I ran it up, right? Had my homies hold me down in Baltimore, right? Then went from that to this motherfucker right here. Okay. Now, this young lady right here was my plug in Dominican Republic. She helped me out pretty much with everything in the beginning. Now, this factory right here is a childhood friend of hers, a guy she went to school with, who likes her, right? Had a crush on her. So her thing was, well, I could get you probably, a cheaper price for your clothes. This is a clothing manufacturer right here.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I could probably give you cheaper prices than what you get. I was like, how you gonna get something cheaper to China? She said, well, I know somebody that, has a factory, his family, family-owned business, and they make clothes. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, well, shit. So this is us. I took a picture of it before we went up in there, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like some fucking Frank Lucas shit. Like, this shit was crazy. Like, they had steps going up the motherfucker. Ain't no railing this. I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? This is crazy. So I get up there, and she introduces and shit, and so we go out on the little roof pot, so we talking. I got the translator and shit, and we going back and forth. We talking numbers. He showing me the workers and the different machines they got and the different setups, and okay, over here they do this where they do the dyes, this where they cut and sew, this where this happening. I'm like, this is crazy, but that's what I needed, right? So long story short, I met this young lady right here. She's a Santo Domingo as well.
Okay.
Fernanda. Now she has a clothing store. She sells clothes, right? She get, like the Shein and, Fashion Nova type shit. She buys it and flips it, resells it. She has a store. So all these people are, hold on a second. Plane going by. All these people are resources that I would have never got if I didn't open my mouth and I wasn't social. This is what I mean when I tell y'all, you don't know the person that might be the missing link, that what you need could be right up under your nose and you'll never know because you ain't talking to them.
Yeah.
Now, I also wanted to show y'all this one. That this is my day one when I first got there, right? Probably a couple hours after landing at the airport. Now, if you can tell, that's a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's security. Now that's Noble over there, right? You go to the banks. Because it's different over there. It's a republic. It's a third world country. It get real over there. So, most security, when they on security details, they don't have like handgun. They have shotguns and ARs, whether at the bank or, at establishments or whatever. So, he had the mean mug on. He got the shotgun and shit. I'm like, nigga smile. Nigga, looking all fucking mad and shit. So he like, what? He started smiling and shit. So I started talking to him. He spoke English.
Yeah.
So he been telling me, what spots to go to, what spots to stay away from, this and that, third. I was like, well, look, I got a YouTube channel. I was like, you mind if I, get a picture with you, whatever. I never posted the video. He was like, I do the picture. He's like, but don't post the video. He's like, you keep that for you, but don't post it. So I said, all right, I'm respecting my wishes. I ain't post the video. But I ain't trying to put about this. It's a whole other jurisdiction, different country, so he can't get in trouble. But he let me hold the shotgun. He took the shells out, but he let me hold the shotgun. But yeah, like it's man, that's my second home, bro. I love it over there, man. And then she also introduced me to these two lovely ladies who were modeling for me, Canada Live Collections, Acidonia Worldwide. This was actually at Boca Chica Beach.
Yeah. And
man, they just embraced me, bro. They really embraced me. They showed me love. But I just wanted y'all to see like where it all started. Like it started in the basement of my home, right? In my office, with one heat press I got from Walmart.com, and patch heat transfer patches that I ordered from China, and T-shirts that I got offline, and that's how I got it going. Here we are today. You know what I'm saying? So anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Put your mind to it, get it done, and just work. Put your head down and work. Nothing else matters. Stay focused on the goal. I promise you're gonna get there.
Yeah, no, I definitely I heard that, Tony. Man, I just think we in the weak men times, man. Yep. And we creating hard times. That's where we at with it. So I ain't no telling, man. And I think that's what made America hard, man, with World War I, all the wars, the Civil War, Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War I, you know what I'm saying? The stuff they had down there with south of the border, and all of that, and then it just started getting softer and softer.
But he's absolutely right, and I have heard that, and I quote that a lot, Tony.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct, and that's where we going. You're right, Big A. That's where we at right now. Masculinity has been destroyed to the point where now it's frowned upon for a man to even be masculine.
Yep.
For example, I get on women all the time. No woman should ever tell a fucking man to watch his tone or to lower his voice. You're a fucking man. You're supposed to be loud. You're supposed to be aggressive. You're a masculine fucking man. How the fuck think about this? Think about this. You expect me to put my life on somebody busting this motherfucker. You expect me to handle my motherfucking business. Protect myself and you, right? Protect this household. But that same man, that same warrior, that same killer, that murderer, that's what you gotta be to handle your business, right? If motherfuckers coming in here trying to cause us harm, you expect me to handle that, right?
Yeah.
But that same man, you expect to speak to you like a bitch, right? And deal with you in an effeminate manner. You don't want me to be masculine you only want me to be masculine when it benefits you, and it don't work that way.
They want you to be their girlfriend.
Right, but until it's time to be a man, then they want you to switch manhood on or masculinity on and off. No, it don't work that way. You want a masculine man, he's going to be masculine 24/7. How he deals with you, how he talks to you, how he treats you is going to be masculine. And you're supposed to be the opposite of that. You're supposed to be feminine. That's why I say you have true masculinity and you got niggas that fake it. The ones that fake it are the ones who have issues. I don't even have to open my mouth. When I walk in a room, women just know. They can smell it on me. They sense it. They can feel it. That don't mean they might not try me just to see. Let me make sure he is what I think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I check their ass, oh yes, my pussy wet. Yes, he is that. Check me, daddy. Ooh, yes. Because I don't play that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. My own mother don't even play with me.
Yeah.
So if I don't let that shit slide with my own mother who birthed me, you think I'm gonna let another woman do that shit? Fuck no. Because at the end of the day, yes, you're my mother. I love you and I respect you, but I'm still a man. I'm a man first. I'm your child second. Because in that same instance, I'm your son, right? But if we out here in the streets and I'm with you, if something pop off, you expecting me to handle my fucking business. I ain't your son no more now. I'm a grown man now, right?
You the protector.
Exactly. So I can't be both. I can't be your little boy and be a fucking man, a masculine man at the same fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing with modern women. You can't pick and choose. You want your man to be your best friend. I'm not your fucking friend. That's just like parenting. I want to be my child. I want my child to be best friends. No, I ain't no fucking friend. I'm not no friends with my fucking children. I'm your fucking father. You do what the fuck I tell you to do or suffer the consequences. And this is what's missing. That's why you got these weak, bitch-ass, effeminate men out here. Because they didn't have that. And if they did have that, their mother fucking made it so difficult for the man to teach this little boy what he needs to learn so he can be self-sufficient and make it out here in this world. This shit is, man, it's real out here.
Man. Yep.
Shit ain't no cakewalk. It's real out here. And it's even harder now. But if you a masculine man or you a young man who has a masculine father or a masculine male role model around you, that puts you ahead of everybody else. That gives you, and this is what I tell you about your daughter. By your daughter having you, bro, she is light years away of her, ahead of her peers. Light years.
Man, that stuff count. I do know that because I had a rough upbringing as far as from the parent side. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Man, that stuff count.
They do, and that's not. I don't want to deter anybody that didn't grow up with their dad or make you think that so I'm just gonna have to be a bitch ass nigga 'cause my dad went in my life. No, but you're gonna to the day you die, you're gonna have to fight those feminine emotions that we all have, right? But it's killed for young men that grow up with masculine men around them. They kill that shit early on when you young.
Yeah, but I do want to say shout out to the single mothers out there that really understand they son needs a male role model or the fact that they're willing to let their son be a son. You know what I'm saying? Let them get out there and get hurt, but that stuff can be dangerous at the same time. But shout out to the single mothers, man, that know that they need to build a man. You know. Yeah, man. Cause they out there. You know, we talk about all the other ones, but it's some women out there that understand the assignment. You know.
It is, and you got bitch ass niggas that was raised by their mamas, didn't have their dad. They end up with women like that, you know, lie to them, finesse them, whatever, tell them what they want to hear to get the draws, then they out. Now you stuck with this child, right? And you ain't getting no support or no help from this nigga. And, you know, but you still got to handle your business. So, yeah, shout out to the moms that still holding it down, doing what they got to do. You chose the wrong man, but, hey, it is what it is. You still a parent. You still an adult. You still got to handle your business, take care of you and that child.
Yeah. You just gonna hear all the other stuff because you hearing it from our side on the radio. At the same time, man, it's something out there, man. That's really that really understand the assignment. I know women out there right now that have them and they baby father do not fool with each other on any level. I'm talking about it's very toxic and bad, but they refuse to put them on child support because they know what the system does in the whole nine, man, and they ain't about that. Salute to them. Salute to the women that know that they gotta have they kids around men. They keep them around men. They don't have them hanging around them and they girlfriends all day, every day. That stuff is affecting. That stuff is affected to have a young man just hanging around women all the time, all day, every day. That is affected. Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Cause that, even though I had my father in my life, bro, that still was me, cause he was always working. So I appreciated the time that I had with him. You know what I mean? Cause it was rare. He was working all the fucking time. So when I could go, I don't care if he got a side job. He's a carpenter, so he might, somebody want him to build a deck or do some shit, around the house for him or whatever. I would go with him. I'm learning the trade. I'm helping him out. He would even pay me. You know what I'm saying? You come with me, you can make some money. You know what I'm saying? You can be my helper. So these are things that
Look, I got a recent story for you, and this is what happens when you have a man around. So look, Dre came down to stay with me, right, for a weekend, and Dre out handling his business, doing what he got to do, and my daughter and his daughter, they running around playing and stuff. And the young monster, man, he running around he's just trying to follow who the closest to his age, trying to hang with him. So I'm just moving around. He come running around with a doll. I snatched that doll up from him. I went to my daughter. I said, "Don't you ever let that boy run around with no damn doll." What you know what I'm saying? We not doing that in this house. I don't give a damn. Not in this house. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he don't give a damn. He just running around. It's a toy. But we not doing that. Y'all ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But that stuff like that, only a man will recognize that and be like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? We stopping that right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I was who was I talking to the other day about that? But I noticed that's why me personally, bro, I can't be around women. If I'm around women and children by myself for too long, it's stressful, bro. I can't. It's too much because masculinity is always needed, right? When you you can't have a group of women by themselves for too long, right? You're gonna need some masculinity around because it's just gonna be chaos and confusion out there. About 15-20 minutes, somebody gonna be arguing, somebody's feelings gonna be hurt, somebody it's gonna be some drama. So like, but this is my point. It's so needed that when it is present, it's just like it's draining because they need that balance, and that's what's missing. It ain't enough masculine men out here, so the ones that are, they're overwhelmed. Because everybody's just like, save me, give me, just feed me, give me a little bit of that masculine. Come on, just let me. And it's like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's about that time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, and next week, man, that boy, Mr. CEO out for the summer, man. So we're gonna get a little more live, man.
No shit. We're gonna get a whole lot more live. Shit. I got some shit for y'all ass.
Yeah, we gonna actually try to put together a real good show for y'all, man.
Ain't no try. We gonna do it.
My bad, Drake. My bad, Drake.
Bring your pen, your paper, your binder. Get your binder, notebook, all that. Cause it's study time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Get to work, man. At work, we working. I don't give a fuck if you on the clock, and you always on the clock. Manhood, you always on the fucking clock. Hey, you don't get no breaks. You don't get no time off, even when you sleep.
Yeah.
If you get any sleep, I don't even get what is that? I don't even know what the fuck that. I don't even shit. I forgot what that feel like. Close my eyes for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, man. That's how it be, man. You be passing out. It's when you know it's real. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, and then when if you do have some time to go to sleep and you need to sleep, you can't.
Yep. Because you think about all the shit you got to do when you get up.
Yeah.
Like, well, I can't sleep. I might as well get up and do it now then. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. Yep. Nah, man, but y'all know what it is, man. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all, man, putting up with your boy Big A and all my BS, man, because I got a whole bunch of it. You know what I'm saying?
We all do, man.
Man. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. And that's what it is, though, man. Hey,
yeah, get your ass out there. Tony he got to cut the grass. He on his bullshit with us. You could have been listening to this shit while you cutting that grass.
Tony got to talk. Tony got to say what he got to say, though. He got to make sure he got to say what he got to say.
Yeah, hey. You better cut that grass.
Yeah, man.
I got to do the same thing.
Yeah, hey, I think me and Tony could be sitting on the porch and just be grumpy old men all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But we at that age though, bro. We at that age where we done figured life out for the most part. You know, and you know, if we ain't accomplished our goals, we either in the process or close to it. And it's like, you know, the things that we used to take for granted and the things that we used to, you know, that used to motivate us in life is really it's just changed. You know what I'm saying? The things, it's like we just tired of the bullshit, man. And that's all it is. And that's why I say, you know, I know you call me a grumpy old man, but I just tired of the bullshit, man.
Nah, you a grumpy old man. I'm a grumpy old man.
Man, we just tired of the bullshit, bro. All the old heads that used to be bitching and complaining.
Grumpy old man. I'm trying to tell you, listen. If over 50% of the stuff you say is complaining about what ain't right, you grumpy. You grumpy, bro.
But think about it. But this is the thing. If motherfuckers did what the fuck they were supposed to do, I wouldn't be grumpy. When I'm by myself, I'm happy. I'm at peace. It's when other motherfuckers bring their bullshit. That's what make me grumpy. Them these whiny bitch ass niggas. That's what makes me get on my nerves. These whiny bitch ass, moist ass niggas. And then the bitches, they whining and bitches. Don't nobody want to do what they supposed to do. You know what you need to do. You know what you did or what you didn't do. You know what you need to do. Do it. You come to me. What you want me to do it for you? Fuck no.
Yeah.
You created the problem. You fucking fix it with your bitch ass. Fucking just solve, bro. I ain't got. God damn, that's it, man. Look, let me get the fuck out here. You about to get me cranked up again. Shit.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you later, though, man. It's been a minute, bro. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all keep us going, man. Y'all keep us going.
Definitely do.
Yeah, man. Cause I'm here to tell it, boy. My shit stink. Ooh, my shit stink, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna air it out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna air everybody's stuff out, boy.
And what you know about them tenders, Tony? That damn Tony bring it up. That's some inside shit. Dre know about them tenders.
Well, man, I'm lost, man. I'm on plane. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I know what he talking about. Tender
I'm lost. Yeah,
fucking tenders. Them tenderloins, them little tender motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But hey, pit bulls and prospecting, man. Salute. And salute everybody who kicked it with us, man. But yeah, we got to roll out, but we will be back tomorrow. Yes, sir, man. But you know what it is, man. Same time, same place, man. That's about it, man. We out.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but our bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Saki from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.